Hey guys, Casey Roy here. It's been a while. I was supposed to stick to every 2 weeks and I did not. I was waiting on a reply back from a website called onlinebookclub.com. You'll see my laptop here. I was trying to set this up on a teleprompter and I couldn't get it to work, so I'm gonna have to read on this. So I'm gonna be looking down a lot. I apologize for that. So I got a review back. It's an unbiased review. It's an editorial review. I paid for it. From onlinebookclub.com. This is a very big website. They've got over 3 million subscribers. It's all readers. Authors can join the website, but we're not allowed to comment on the forums or talk to the reviewers at all. So any reviews we get, we have no contact with the reviewers. It's completely unbiased. So what happens is you pay for the tier level of review that you want, and your book goes into a pool. Reviewers pull it out based on your blurb and the picture of your book that you submit. They read it and they post an unbiased review of what they thought of the book. I will give you the levels of review. They're all paid. You get different benefits based on how much you pay. All the levels get entered into the Book of the Year contest. All the levels get entered into the featured status. And what the featured status is your book review gets posted into the forums for book reviews. And the featured status, it keeps your post on the first page for a certain amount of time based on what level you get. So when people load the forums, you're on the first page and they don't have to scroll down to find it. It's right there. Everybody's going to see it right away. For level 1, I'm going to get into those. Level 1 is $97. You get 1 week on the featured status. It's a 4-month turnaround on your review. So it could take up to 4 months to get your review back. I say up to 4 months. Mine was supposed to take 2. It only took 1. I'll explain that. Level 2 is $148. You get 2 weeks on the featured status. It's a 3-month turnaround. Level 3 is $197. This is the one I paid for. It's kind of expensive, but you get a 1-month featured status and a 1 week on the homepage. What that is they post a picture of your book cover and the review that you get in the star rating. And they can click on that and it takes them straight to the review, and they can go to the link. It clicks the link and it take them to the Amazon so they can purchase your book if you're on Amazon or whatever the website you're on. This was probably the best value of all 4 of them. Level 4 is $297. It's a $100 jump. It includes 2 months on the featured status, 1 week on the home link page. You also get a guaranteed top level reviewer. The reason I did not choose this one is because it's $100 more. It's a 1-month turnaround. I wasn't in a hurry. Top level reviewer, I'm not going to do John from Sandy. Nobody who reads the review that I post for somebody else is going to know John from Sandy either. Individuals who go through this website regularly might know. I don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time in the forums. I probably should have to see how their website exactly worked and what kind of traffic they get. I did the level 3. I was supposed to get a review in about 2 months. It says a 2-month turnaround. I got my review back in a month. Mine is probably in a more popular category, magical fantasy genre. So I'll get straight to reading the review now. I'm going to leave off the first few paragraphs. They summarize what the book was about. I'm not going to read that. I will read their comments about what they thought about the book, starting right away. Apologize again for looking down. If you love magic, mysteries, and fighting, you're going to enjoy this book. I know I did. If you're sensitive to blood and gore, this book is most definitely not for you. But if you absolutely love an epic magic story with excellent descriptions, fully developed characters, and a hint of romance, this book is for you. I love everything about this book, and the author did an awesome job with his writing skills. I was never unsure about anything, as the descriptive aspects of this book left nothing to be unclear about. I was completely engulfed in this book from the start. I could connect with the 16-year-old girl struggling socially in school, and I could feel her emotions when her world imploded on her. This book was absolutely phenomenal, and I want more. I would rate Sarah's Fear by Casey Roy 4 out of 5 stars. The only reason I'm not giving this book a perfect score is due to multiple errors I found. The errors show me this book still needs proofreading and editing. There was nothing else I disliked about it. This is only the first book in the Elemental series, and I'm looking forward to reading the next book. I am fully invested in finding out what happens next. This book starts off in the young adult genre, but you realize very quickly that it is more suited to the magical fantasy genre. This book felt very realistic while I was reading it, which also helped me to connect with it and the characters from the get-go. I applaud you, Casey Roy, for your absolutely fabulous and breathtaking book. I did say I wanted more, right? That is their comments on the book. I am extremely happy with this review. For a book that was written in a matter of about 5 weeks total to completion. It really hasn't, in terms of the story, I haven't done much touching up to the story. I've left that alone, but the editing for grammatical errors and stuff like that has been an ongoing nightmare with Word. I'm going to have to find a different app to write in. It seems like every time I open, they actually listed some of the errors for me, about 10 of them. These were new errors. They were not there before. Words that were combined that applications would have easily found. They don't take individuals to read them. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Every time I seem to open Word, there's something new with it. It's really frustrating. I am doing a 4th edition now, completely unrelated to this. Now, my customer service from this website. Would I recommend this website for a review? I would. Would I recommend a level 3 or a level 4? I would not. In terms of the feature status and the home link page, I didn't get any sales or pages read from having that feature. So the extra money spent on that was basically just for a quicker review. I wasn't in a hurry. I wouldn't recommend these. Bang for the buck, if you really wanted to, if you were in a hurry, I would recommend the level 3. But I didn't get any turnaround sales. There were comments on the review in the forum, but those individuals have not bought the book yet, so I don't know what to say to that. I will do this website for book 2, but I will do the level 1 for $97. $100 is reasonable for the review. Customer support. The initial review from this individual said that they did not like the ending. As you see when I read from here, that wasn't mentioned. The reason for that is that they did not mention why they didn't like the end of the book. So I emailed the admin and I said, hey, could you ask the reviewer for me what problem they had with the end of the book? Because that's the first time I've heard this. So they got in contact with the reviewer, and it was a pretty quick turnaround. It was on a weekend, so it was the next morning. It was about 12 hours. It was a really quick turnaround. They got an answer for me. They did not like the facts, so they listed some part of the story that they read. And what they read were, there's 2 preview chapters in the back of the book for book 2. These are the first and the second chapter from book 2. They had read those. They were so enthralled in the book, they read through those 2 chapters without even realizing it. And of course, because it's just the first 2 chapters from book 2, they do cut off. I emailed back saying, hey, look, this is the last chapter. Those 2 chapters that they read were for book 2. They weren't part of book 1. They said preview chapters. The reviewer was kind enough to go back into the review and actually delete that portion, as you can see from what I just read. They deleted that comment out of the review because obviously those weren't a part of the book. So they didn't have to do that. That was extremely nice. The customer service, the turnaround from admin contacting them for me and doing that was extremely quick and efficient. The response was very professional. The review is very well written. The reviewer liked the book. So I'm extremely happy with the service, and I would recommend it. I would not recommend the tier 3 or tier 4 unless you're just really in a hurry. I just don't think it's worth the price. I didn't get any sales from it. If you're not in a hurry, wait the 4 months and get the review. Your book's going to be on sale for raw. In terms of book sales, it's a marathon, not a race. You're not going to get it. It's not going to be all right away. Over time, if it's your first book, you need more books. So the fact that this one's not selling, I still got book 2, book 3, book 4. I have other things to do. So I would recommend the site. I would not recommend the upper levels. I would stick with the level 1 review, but that's entirely up to you. I have another review coming from a website called Reader's Favorites. Let me put this away. Reader's Favorites. It's a free review. It takes up to 3 months to get it back, and about half the books get reviewed. So I'm going to wait that 3 months for that free review. They do have a paid option. It's $69 and it's a 2-week turnaround. That's really fast. But I'm going to wait for the free review and see how that works out based on my cover and review, because I got this review back in a month. It was supposed to be 2 months, so I'll wait and see how my book does in that category. They said it's based on your cover and your blurb, how good those read to people. So I'm going to see how that works out for me, so I can give that information to you. If I don't get a review in the 3 months, I have 2 months left, I will pay the $69 for the review. I don't mind that. It's still an editorial review from an unbiased source that I can use to post on other sites, so it's useful. They also have a contest that you're entered in, so that's good. I will do some other videos in the meantime. I'm not going to wait those 2 months before I post another video. I have some topics I want, but I'm not sure how I want to handle those. They're really involved, and I can't do them in short videos, so I may do them in multiple videos, or I'm not sure. So you'll find out in the next video. Until then, check out my website, kcroylibrary.com. I have 4 short stories on there now. 3 of them are for my next book series called The Imperial Wardens. They're teasers. They're not a part of the book. The stories are in conjunction with the story that happens in the book. So they give you slight teaser for the character and the story and what's happening in that particular world. There's a 4th story on there that relates to the elementals. I am working on book 3 currently. Book 2 will be out soon. I'm waiting on some feedback for that so I can make some corrections for the editing. Hopefully better than book 1. And so that's it for that. Please check out the website. There's also the artwork for 9 of the characters in the Elemental series. It's fantastic artwork. I highly recommend you check it out. It has bios for the characters. Again, that's KCRoyLibrary.com. And thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.